The basketball world is losing its mind over the possibility of Giannis Antetokounmpo wearing a green jersey next season. Every major reporter is talking about the trade packages and the draft picks, but there is a hidden story that nobody is talking about yet. It involves a player who many fans already want to see leave the city. That player is Nikola Vucevic. The rumors about the Greek freak coming to Boston are everywhere, but the rumors about Vucevic staying are nowhere to be found. It turns out these two stories might be locked together in a very strange way. If the front office actually lands a superstar like Giannis, they might have to change their plans for the center position. Most people think Vucevic is finished in this city. He did not look good during his time here so far. But everything changes when you add a two-time most valuable player to the mix. Giannis has a very specific history of success with certain types of players. He needs big men who can pull defenders away from the basket. We saw this exact formula work for years in Milwaukee. The Bucks finally became a championship threat when they added the right pieces around their star. One of the most important pieces was a floor-spacing big man. Brook Lopez was the perfect partner for Giannis for a long time. He could stand at the three-point line and force the opposing center to leave the paint. This gave Giannis all the room he needed to drive and finish with power. The Bucks loved this fit so much that they even tried to get Miles Turner at one point. They knew that a crowded paint was the only thing that could stop their superstar. Space is the ultimate weapon for a player like Giannis. If Boston manages to get their hands on him, they will need to copy that Milwaukee blueprint. They will need to pair him with big men who can shoot. Vucevic has plenty of flaws on the defensive end, but he still has a very respectable three-point shot for a man of his size. He is not a knockdown shooter like a guard, but he is good enough that defenders cannot just leave him alone at the perimeter. That kind of asset is exactly what Giannis needs to reach his full potential. It allows him to focus on his bread-and-butter plays. He can drive into an open lane without a giant center waiting to block his path. If this formula won a title in Milwaukee, it can certainly work in Boston. The team would not need to rely on Vucevic during the most important minutes of the game. Giannis would likely play the center position in closing lineups. Vucevic would act as an innings eater during the long regular season. He would take the physical punishment of playing next to a basketball titan. This would keep Giannis fresh for the most important games of the year. As we look at the financial side of this potential deal, please like the video and subscribe so you never miss a breaking update on the roster. There is a strong possibility that Vucevic will not want to stay in Boston at all. The fact that he did not play a single minute in the most important game of the season says everything. The coaching staff clearly lost faith in him by the end of the year. That is a hard pill for a veteran player to swallow. He is entering a contract year and will likely want a fresh start. He might seek greener pastures where he can play a bigger role, but he should not completely shut down the idea of playing with a star like Giannis. It is the kind of opportunity that could save his career and his reputation. Winning a championship can wash away a lot of past failures. If he does decide to leave, the team will have to look elsewhere for help. The Celtics would be forced to find a different stretch five to fill that role. Miles Turner always sounds like an intriguing option for this team, but getting him would be incredibly complicated and very expensive. Including him in a deal for Giannis would cost the team an arm and a leg. They would have to give up almost every asset they have left. That might be too much for the front office to handle at one time. Their best lineup would probably feature Giannis at the 5 spot and Jason Tatum at the 4. This would be an offensive nightmare for every other team in the league, but you still need size for the other 40 minutes. The Bucks benefited in a massive way by pairing their best player with a big man who can stroke it from deep. It created an environment where their stars could shine. Boston must learn from that history if they want to win. Vucevic might not be the best option available on the market, but he might be the most realistic one for the team right now. Keeping him would be much easier than trying to trade for another expensive veteran. It would allow the front office to focus all their resources on the Giannis trade. They could worry about the rest of the roster later. Sometimes the best move is the one that is right in front of you. Fans might be frustrated with his defense and his lack of speed, but basketball is a game of fit and chemistry. A player who looks bad in one system can look like a star in another. Giannis changes the gravity of the entire floor. He makes life easier for every single person on his team. Vucevic would get the easiest looks of his entire life. He would just need to catch and shoot while the defense panics about the Greek freak. This could be the perfect redemption story for a player who has struggled to find his way. It would also be a brilliant tactical move by the coaching staff. They could maximize their talent without spending extra money. The broader implications for the league are huge. A team with Giannis and Tatum and a spacing big man would be unstoppable. It would force every other franchise to change how they build their rosters. The era of the traditional center is fading away quickly. Teams want versatility and shooting from every position on the court. Boston is in a position to lead that change. They just need to make the right decisions this summer. The next few weeks will be filled with rumors and speculation. We will hear many different names connected to this team. But keep a close eye on the relationship between Giannis and the veteran center. It might be the key to the entire offseason. The front office knows that championship windows do not stay open forever. They have to be aggressive and take risks to reach the top. This move would be a massive risk for sure, but the reward could be another banner in the rafters of the arena. That is the only thing that matters in the city of Boston. Every move is measured by how much it helps the team win a title. Nikola Vucevic might just be the secret ingredient that makes the Giannis era work. It sounds crazy right now, but basketball is a crazy game. We have seen stranger things happen in this league before. The front office will have to be very creative with their cap space. They will have to convince veterans to take smaller deals for a chance to win. This is the price of having multiple superstars on one team. The fans will have to be patient as the roster takes shape. It might look a little strange at first, but the talent of a player like Giannis can cover up a lot of holes. He is a generational force that changes everything. The dream of seeing him in green is closer than ever. And the forgotten big man might just be the one standing next to him. Only time will tell if this plan actually comes together. Stay tuned for a wild summer of news.